Hey, today I wanted to do a quick video to answer one of your hair questions. Laurie had a great question to ask me on my YouTube channel and I wanted to answer it in a video. Laurie says, I am trying to get the courage up to go gray now. I like you dye my hair all the time and it's such a pain. But I have been dyeing for years and when the gray starts to come in, I start to get depressed and feel old. Any tips to get through it? I work with a lot of young women, so it makes it worse. Sad face. You can use products to help you with the transitioning while you're working, and they are temporary and they wash off. So you do have to keep up the application daily on a daily basis, but they're out there and you can use them if you like to cover up your gray while you're transitioning. One thing I used to use was the sticks. I was using the color sticks, and they're like wax. You wet them and then you apply them to your temple and the areas that you want to cover, and it only covers up the root. You can only get away with that if your regrowth is about an inch or maybe an inch and a half, and then after that it starts kind of looking waxy and very unnatural. Another thing you can use while you are in that stage, you could use the temporary liquid hair colors, which is like kind of applying it with a little stick. You apply it, and I found that to be more difficult. It is very good if your roots are very small and you just maybe a 1 week or 2 weeks in between, and you can apply it to your temples and around your face and things like that. But if you have a large area to cover, it's very difficult to cover with those. Another very good one is Bumble and Bumble powder, spray powder. They are on the pricey side. They're about $40. They come in a can, and they come in a travel size can and a large can. And the large one I believe is about 40 something, and the smaller one I think about $12 to $15. Those Bumble hair powders are great. They even cover as much as maybe this much hair, like 3 to 4 inches. When I was pregnant with my daughter and I didn't want to dye my hair, I was using that constantly. But the downside of it is if your hair is doesn't match quite with the color that they have, selection that they have, it makes it a little bit visible. So if you're a really dark color, I would if it's almost like black, then you can use it. If you're a true brown, you can probably use it, but the color selection is not that great. So those are the only choices that I found helpful, and they're only temporary. I was using a lot of hats. You can use headbands and scarves to cover up the gray. I would put a little bit of the product up to an inch or two, and then I would put a scarf right where I couldn't put any more product on. Transitioning to gray hair is really not a easy process, especially if you have really dark hair. It takes trial and error and experimenting with different products and see what works for you. As far as the emotional and depression goes, it is an emotional transition as well. It's not just about your hair. It is really about your inside and dealing with some of the things that are going on within you. Coming to terms with it and really accepting yourself and embracing your gray is a process, and it will take at least a year or so for you to really feel comfortable with it. And tell you the truth, the younger generation has been so supportive. They have been coming up to me and asking me, wow, how did you get this gray hair color? And the younger generation has been more supportive than the older generation. For me, at least, that's been the case. And really, don't be afraid to be yourself, and just, people will accept you for who you are as long as you wear it with confidence and you have a bright smile on your face. People will love you for who you are, not your hair color. I hope that this helps you, and I hope that I answered some of your questions. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions about transitioning to natural gray hair. I'll be happy to share my experiences, or if I have come across any solutions, I will definitely share it with you on the next video. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends who are especially transitioning to gray hair or thinking about transitioning to gray hair, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.